I know this alley. Spent half my life in alleys just like it. You stand in the middle and the city keeps moving around you like you're not even there. That's the point. Craig doesn't know that yet. He walks in from the far end. Slow. No destination. The kind of walk you take when your head is too loud for a room and your room is too small for your head. He stops, looks up at the lanterns, then down at his phone. Then, at nothing, I did the same thing once. Took me years to figure out what I was actually looking for. You know something crazy? Nobody's there. He says it anyway. That's how you know it matters. Not too long ago, music felt human. Every note, every lyric. It came from somewhere real, a memory, a moment, something you couldn't fake even if you tried. The lucky cat waves at him from the herbalist's window. He doesn't wave back. Neither did I. But now, he lets the alley answer. It doesn't. Everything's changing. I remember the first time I said those words. Standing somewhere just like this, thinking I was the first person to notice. Artificial intelligence is in the room, and it's not just watching anymore, it's creating. He counts it off like a man building a case. Like if he says it clearly enough, someone will finally understand him. Melodies, chords, beats, voices, full songs. He snaps his fingers. Like that settles it. Seconds. You open your session ready to build something from nothing, and boom, it's already there. A melody waiting, a vibe, a whole direction. No block, no silence. No 3 a.m. staring at a blank screen wondering if you lost it. I know that 3 a.m. Spent a lot of time there. More than I'd like to admit. That's power. Yeah, it is. That part he's got right. But power always changes things. Because now it's not just you with tools. It's everyone. Anywhere. Anytime. No experience. No training. No studio. Just create. He lets that land, watches it settle on the wet pavement like he dropped something he can't pick back up. And yeah, at first that sounds incredible. More voices, more creativity, more expression. He almost convinces himself. And then the flood hits. Thousands of songs every single day, tens of thousands. And suddenly, it's not about making music anymore. It's about being heard, cutting through, standing out, actually connecting with somebody. Because now, noise is everywhere. I couldn't either. Some things don't change. And while all that's happening, something else goes quiet. Mixing, AI, mastering, AI, sound design, AI. What took years to learn in your bones now takes minutes. He stops right there in the middle of the alley, like the word hits him physically. Minutes. I remember when that would have made me angry. It still does some days. Faster, cheaper, relentless. Yeah, it makes things easier, but it also makes things. He's reaching for the word. I could give it to him. I won't. Unstable. Some roles just fade. But new ones come up. People who can control the machine, guide it, shape it into something that means something. He points at the street, at the fog, at whatever's on the other side of it. That's the new artistry. He believes it when he says it. That's important. Hold on to that, Craig. But here's where it really gets wild. AI isn't just helping artists anymore. He pauses, lets the alley go quiet around that one. It's becoming one. Voices with no person behind them. Faces that don't exist. Songs with no life in them. And still, people listen. He shakes his head. I shook mine too, for a long time. Then I stopped shaking it and started paying attention instead. So what does that tell you? What is an artist now? Is it the creator or just the creation? Some people don't care. If it sounds good, that's enough. But others, they feel it the second something's off. The story's not there. The struggle's not there. He puts his hand on his chest, right in the middle, like he's checking if something's still there. The soul's not there, because music was never just sound. No, it never was. It's feeling. He goes quiet after that one. The alley does too. Even the lanterns stop swaying for a second. Some truths do that. Then you've got the system behind all of it. Algorithms. They decide what you hear, what blows up, what disappears into nothing. No emotion, no instinct. He's getting cynical now. I recognize it. Wore that coat for years. Warm at first, gets heavy after a while. Just data. And yeah, it gets manipulated. Millions of tracks generated just to exist. Just to collect streams. Not to move you. Not to change you. He looks at the roast ducks hanging across the alley. Still. Preserved. Exist. And that changes the money. More music. Same attention. Less for everyone. He looks up at the lanterns. I did the same thing when I ran out of answers. Something about the light, I guess. But there's another side. There's always another side. Artists licensing their voice, their sound, their whole identity, creating once and earning off it again and again and again. That's new. That's real opportunity. Now he's thinking, really thinking. I can tell because he slows down. The walk changes, but it raises questions. Who owns the music? Where's the line between influence and just straight up taking? And the biggest one, he looks down the alley, both directions. Like the answer might be coming from one end or the other. It's not, but you have to look anyway. What does it mean to be real anymore? That's the one that kept me up. Still does sometimes. But I learned something about that question. You don't answer it once. You answer it every morning when you sit back down and make something anyway. AI can generate sound, but it doesn't live a life. It doesn't feel pain, joy, loss, love, heartbreak at 2 a.m. with nowhere to put it. He's not talking to anyone now. Just saying the thing out loud. You do. And that is where music comes from. That's always been where it comes from. He turns back toward the far end of the alley, starts walking. different than when he came in. Something settled, not solved, just settled. So the future isn't humans versus machines. It's both. Human emotion, machine intelligence, combined into something neither one could build alone. He's moving now, not rushing, just done standing still. And the ones who figure that out, not the ones who fear it, not the ones who fight it. He doesn't look back. Good. Don't look back, Craig. The ones who use it, they're the ones who shape what comes next. The lanterns sway behind him. The lucky cat keeps waving, same as it always did. Same as it always will. Not just how music sounds. He reaches the end of the alley, stops once more, just for a second, like he hears something, how it feels. Then he's gone. The fog closes behind him like it was never open. I stand there a little longer, the way you do when you've just watched something you already lived through. Proud of him. Proud of the version of me that figured it out too. Eventually, the alley goes quiet.